What's up, guys? Welcome back to Cast Cooking. Today we're going to do deli style roast beef on the offset smoker. Let's get into it. Alright, this is a 4-pound beef I have round roast that I got at my local Jewel. It's $28.24. Prices will vary by region, location, so just go to your local butcher and ask them for an eye of round. This one again is 4 pounds. You can do a smaller one if you'd like. I think a 4-pounder is a good size to work with. It'll definitely feed the whole family. So let's get this out of the package, get it trimmed up, and we'll get our rub on. So as you can see, there's a bit of fat on there that we're going to cut off. You want as little fat as possible. It's a pretty lean piece of meat. It looks pretty good already. So we're going to take this fat off right here. And there's this little pop-up probe in here that comes with it. You know, it pops up when it's done cooking, and if you're doing it in the oven or whatever. Take that out, throw it away. You're not going to need that. So let's get this fat trimmed off here. So once you get all your fat and silver skin removed, go ahead in the comments, make fun of my awesome butcher job. You can tell I don't do that for a living. So at this point, we're going to hit it with our binder. Today I'm just going to use a little bit of olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. Hit it lightly. Rub it around. You don't want too much on there. Like I said, this is only going to hold our rub on. Sides. Front side, left side, right side, back side. Just a light coating. Stuff's thick and it does spread, so just don't put too much on. And for our rub today, we're only going to hit it with some coarse ground salt, lightly. I'm not going too heavy with this stuff. Sides there. Alright, this is pre-ground black pepper. We want a nice dark bark on this, so when we slice it real thin, you've got that nice dark edge. Peppered roast beef, basically, deli style. Sliced thin and on a sandwich. So, freshly cracked peppercorn is way better. I didn't have any today, so I went with the pre-ground stuff. So, we're going to hit it pretty liberally with this stuff. Alright, now that it's covered in 10 pounds of pepper, just kidding, don't put 10 pounds on it. We're going to transfer it over a little wire rack here. So when it sits on the smoker, you're going to get smoke from the underside, all around. You know, it doesn't have to sit right on the grate, so you can get you one of these little cooking racks. I call them meat racks. I'll try to put a link for them down in the description below. Put that aside. We're going to cover that in foil while we get our smoker going. Be right back. So to get my smoker going, I've got my chimney here with a little Weber fire starter wax cube to get it going. In the chimney I've got Kingsford cherry wood briquettes to start, and I put to the left of the firebox on the left side royal oak hardwood lump charcoal. So once I dump this on the right side, it'll slowly burn into the lump charcoal, and it'll slowly burn, keeping your temperatures consistent throughout the whole cook. You don't have to add charcoal, you don't have to take stuff out. Just play with your vents and maintain your temperatures. And if you guys are curious about how to do that, I made a video about it. I'll put a little card up here you can click on and check that video out. We're going to cook at 250 degrees today until we reach an internal temperature of 125. We're going to pull it off, let it rest, and slice into it. Alright guys, so I just dumped the chimney. To give you a better idea, that's our chimney charcoal briquettes with some hickory chunks on for the initial smoke flavor. And that's the lump charcoal that's going to catch as this cooks. It's just going to go to the left and everything's going to burn. Got some more hickory chunks over here. Keep the smoke going throughout the whole cook. So once those catch, we're going to play with our vents until we get to a consistent temperature of 250, 260, and then we're going to get this thing on here. Alright, our smoker's up to temp at 245, 250. Like I said, play with your stack and your vents to get the temperature that you want. We've got it on here. And I've got my Veckin probe thermometer that tells me what the temperature of the cook chamber is, and I've got another probe that I stuck in the middle here, right in the center, so you can monitor the internal temperature. It's a little hot. Put it in the middle, so if you put it on the sides and you get 125, you're going to be undercooked in the middle. So make sure you stick that probe in the middle, pull it off at 125, you should be perfectly cooked throughout. So we'll just let that ride, and we'll wait till we get an internal temperature of 125 degrees. Alright guys, we're about an hour and 10 minutes into this cook. On the Veckin probe there, it says 110 internal. We're still at 243 degrees. I'm going to use my Thermo Pro quick read pen here to check some internals. 116 there, 114. So we got a ways to go in the middle yet still. We're looking for 125 internal. Bark is solidifying. It's looking good. There are some juices that are poking out of that as I hit it with the probe. So you know it's juicy inside. Be right back with you. Alright, after an hour and a half, this thing is done. We're reading an internal temperature at 125. Let's get this probe out. So let's get this off. Bring it over here. Alright, we're going to set that right there. Cover it loosely with some foil. We're going to let that sucker rest for a little while, let it cool down, let it stop cooking, and we're going to slice into it, show you what it looks like. Be with you in a second. Let's cut this thing open and see what it looks like on the inside. Looks juicy. Got a nice bark on there. Let's cut this narrow end off that cooked to 140 and see what we're working with. So, nice smoke ring you can see. Definitely juicy on the inside. Let's cut a little section. Let's cut down the middle. See what the middle's looking like. There you go. Good smoke ring, definitely juicy like I said. Still got some pink in the middle. Perfect 125 degrees, that's what you're after. We're gonna get this on the deli slicer over here. I've got a cheap little slicer that I'm gonna try to use today. A friend gave it to me, thank you Kelly. And we're gonna slice up some pepper roast beef, put it on some sandwiches. Alright, so here's my little slicer here. It's a Rival manufacturing company. I think it's kind of old. It still works. I'm going to get this on here. Press that in. Turn it on. We're going to make some slices. Alright. Some nice little thin slices right there. I'm really happy I got this. This thing is awesome. It saves me from using a knife to slice it real thin. You could do that also, but get you one of these slicers. Nice thin strips like that. You can see the pepper that we put on the eye around before we smoked. It's still on there. Nice bark. Good color. Smells real nice. Let's get this piled up on a sandwich. Alright, so I got a nice little brioche bun here that I toasted up on the smoker. Start piling this on. Don't be shy. Put as much or as little as you want. A little bit of lettuce here. And of course, what's a roast beef sandwich without some provolone? Alright guys, got my sandwich made here. Toasted brioche bun, provolone, pile that meat on high, a little crispy lettuce on it. What it's missing is some mayo. Yeah, some mayo to it, but it's delicious. Really good. Gotta try that out. Thanks again for watching. Like, subscribe. Catch you next time.